Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel Patel Science Academy. I hope you are fine. Dear students, this is your Shahzad sir, and the chapter I have started is the molecular basis of inheritance. Dear students, you are watching this Patel Science Academy, and in this lecture from the chapter molecular basis of inheritance, the topic I'll teach you is very interesting topic, that is nucleic acid. So dear students, I guarantee you, in after this lecture, after attending this lecture, if you don't skip this lecture and if you watch this lecture completely, so at the end of this lecture you will be able to completely know about nucleic acid, and I guarantee you, you will never forget about what nucleic acid, what is nucleic acid. So dear students, without wasting a time, let's start the topic nucleic acid. What is nucleic acid? Dear students, nucleic acid, these are the molecules that stores the information for the cellular growth and the reproduction. Means these are the molecules which are present inside the cell, and where inside the cell it is present inside the nucleus. So let me explain you about the nucleic acid. Dear students, about the location of the nucleic acid in our body, there are different systems, there are different processes. In the processes are maintained by the different organs are made up of different tissues are the group of the cell, different cells, and there are two types of the cell: eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. Dear students, all higher living organisms including human being, they are eukaryotic cell because their body is made up of eukaryotic cell. Another type is the prokaryotic cell. Almost all lower organism is made up of prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell is simplest type of cell, while the eukaryotic cell is a well developed cell. So our body is made up of eukaryotic cell. And where is the location of the DNA? DNA is located inside the cell. Inside the cell there is a nucleus, and inside the nucleus there is a genetic material uh, which is called chromosomes, which is a colorful body, which is our genetic material. And on the chromosome there are nucleic acid present. uh, and that nucleic acid, I'll explain you now one by one. Dear students, these nucleic acid are the molecules that are present, as I told you, inside the nucleus of the cell, and that store what is the function that store the information for the cellular growth. Means cell growth is under the control of this nucleic acid, because nucleic acid is the very vital part of that cell growth. And next part is the reproduction. So reproduction and the cell growth information is stored in the molecule. That molecule is present inside the nucleus, and they are called nucleic acid. Actually, dear students, this is called nucleic acid because these are acidic in nature, and that's why acid. And it is called nucleic because it is present inside the nucleus of the cell, so that's why it is nucleic acid. So dear students, there are two type of nucleic acid, and I'll explain about that two type of nucleic acid. First, about the nucleic acid, what is the function? It maintains the genetic information. As I told you, it maintains the genetic information, and it decide or determine the protein synthesis. The process of formation of the protein is under the control of this nucleic acid. Means nucleic acid is very important for the formation of the protein, and protein is the very important part of our body. So dear students, these are some functions or important role of the nucleic acid. It maintains the genetic information and required for the protein synthesis. As I told you, there are two types of the nucleic acid. Number one is DNA, and number two is RNA. These two nucleic acids are very famous and very will be familiar to you, I hope so. What is the full form of this nucleic acid? DNA. D for deoxy, N for nucleic, A for acid. This deoxy is always linked with this name ribo, which is actually a sugar. It is the short form of that sugar, and the full form is ribose sugar. I'll explain about that ribose sugar. So dear students, D for deoxyribose or deoxyribo, and N for nucleic, and A for acid. So this is the full form of DNA. What is the full form of RNA? As you know, N and A means nucleic acid. So this R is for ribo. Ribo means ribose. So what is RNA? What is the full form of RNA? Ribonucleic acid or ribose nucleic acid. So what is the function of the DNA? Dear students, the function of the DNA I'll explain you. DNA stand for the deoxyribose nucleic acids, and it's a master copy for the most of the cell information, and this is the most important part of RNA because it acts as a template for the RNA. Means RNA is formed by the DNA because DNA act for the, as a template for the RNA. And what is RNA? RNA is its full form is ribose nucleic acid, and it transfer the information from the DNA. This is the important function of RNA, and it's a template for protein. So as you know, dear students, protein is the most important part of the body of living organism. So protein need RNA and RNA need DNA. So likewise, this DNA and RNA are very important aspects of our body as a nucleic acid. So dear students, I hope you are learning about this nucleic acid. So dear students, as I told you, nucleic acid are the molecule that store the information for the cellular growth and the reproduction. As well as there are two types of DNA as nucleic acid, as I told you, deoxyribose nucleic acid. I hope you have now well familiar with the full form of this DNA. D for deoxyribo or ribose, and N for nucleic, and A for acid. And another type is RNA, that is called ribonucleic acid. These are polymers consisting of a long chain of monomers. Dear students, these are polymers, and it is consisting of many monomers, that is called nucleotides. So it simply means DNA and RNA is made up of nucleotide. So what is this nucleotide? Nucleotide, it consists of three part. Part number one is nitrogenous base. Part number two is pentose sugar, and part number three is a group that is known as phosphate group. So these three parts when joined together means nitrogenous base, sugar, and phosphate group. These nitrogenous base, sugar, and phosphate group, this combination is called nucleotide, and nucleotide together makes DNA and RNA. And DNA RNA is the type of the nucleic acid which is present inside the nucleus, and this DNA and RNA, it is present inside the nucleus. DNA present on the chromosomes, that is the genetic material which inherit or transmit the genetic characteristic from generation to generation. So dear students, in this slide we have learned DNA and RNA, it is made up of nucleotide and nucleotide. DNA and RNA, it is made up of nucleotide, and nucleotide is the combination of these three parts, that is nitrogenous base, sugar, and phosphate group. So I'll explain all these three part of the nucleotide one by one. Let's see all these 3 point one by one. Now first of all, we'll see about the sugar. Out of that three part, the first part was the second part was sugar, that I'm explaining at first number. So that sugar is called commonly it is called pentose sugar. Why it is called pentose sugar? Because penta means 5, and in the sugar there are 5 carbon atoms. That's why it is called pentose sugar. There are two related pentose sugar. So dear students, why it is called pentose? Because of the presence of the 5 carbon atom in this structure. So there are two types of there are two types of sugar. One is called ribose and another one is called deoxyribose. This is that ribose and deoxyribose sugar. On the basis of presence of this ribose and deoxyribose sugar, there are two types of nucleic acid, that is DNA and RNA. So ribose, I'll explain first ribose. About ribose, the sugar have their carbon atoms numbered with their prime to distinguish them from the nitrogenous bases. So dear students, I'll explain you about the ribose sugar which is present only in the RNA. So this is the structure of ribose sugar, and I am explaining here the structure of the ribose sugar one by one. So what is the formula of the ribose sugar? The formula is C5 means 5 carbon, H10 means 10 hydrogen, and O5 means 5 oxygen atom. So what is there? There are 3 atom: carbon atom, hydrogen atom, and oxygen atom. How many carbon atoms? 5 carbon. How many hydrogen atom? 10 hydrogen atom. And how many oxygen atom? 5 oxygen atom. Now I'll explain you about the position of this hydrogen atom with their oxygen and carbon atom. So you can see here this structure. In this structure, dear students, there are 1 2 3 4 and 5 carbon. So this red number indicates the carbon. In this structure, every corner except this O, every corner is indicating the carbon. This is carbon, this one is carbon, this one is carbon, this one is carbon. So this red color number indicates a presence of carbon, and one carbon is at 5 number outside this ring. So dear students, you can see here there are 5 carbons. Which are that 5 carbon? This is carbon number 1 at this corner. At this corner, this is carbon number 2. At this corner, carbon number 3. At this corner, carbon number 4. And linked to this 4 number carbon, there is 5th number carbon. So 5th number carbon. So likewise 5 carbons are there in the ribose sugar C5. Now we'll see hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? There are 10 hydrogens. So what is the structure of this 10 hydrogen and how it is linked? Let's see how is the position of this hydrogen. At this carbon number 1, there are 2 hydrogen, one here, one here, in the hydrogen and hydroxyl group form. So 1 2, and at number 2 3 4, at number 3 5 6, at number 4 7, here 8, here 9 and 10. So likewise 10 hydrogen atoms are there in the ribose sugar. So till now we have seen carbon 5 and hydrogen 10. Now we'll see about the presence of oxygen. How many oxygens are there? There are 5 oxygen. So we'll see first oxygen is at the carbon number 1 with this hydroxyl group. This is that oxygen number 1. This is that oxygen number 1 at carbon number 1. At carbon number 2, there is this one oxygen present with this oxygen hydrogen atom. This is second number oxygen. Third oxygen at this third number carbon with this OH. This is third number oxygen. This one is first, this one is second, this one is third, and this one is fourth, or we can consider it first, second, third, fourth, and fifth one is this oxygen atom. So likewise there are 5 oxygen atom. So this is the structure of ribose sugar, in which 5 carbon atoms are there, 10 hydrogen atoms are there, and 5 oxygen atoms are there. So dear students, this is the sugar known as ribose sugar, and this sugar is present only in the RNA, that is ribose nucleic acid. Because of the presence of the sugar, this is called RNA, means ribose nucleic acids. Now we'll see the sugar of this DNA. So as this is containing 5 carbon atom, that is why ribose word is there, but there is one more word before that ribose. It is deoxy. Here D means removal or deletion, and oxy means oxygen atom. So how many oxy are there? There is only one oxy. So what does it means? It means from this ribose sugar there is a deletion of or removal of one oxygen atom. So the formula of this pentose sugar will be C5, means 5 carbon will be there, H10 means 10 hydrogen will be there, and O4 instead of 5 there will be one less oxygen atom in this structure. That's why this is not called ribose, this is called deoxyribose, means deletion of one oxygen atom from this ribose sugar is there. That's why the molecular formula of this sugar in the DNA is C5H10O4. So as I have explained you about this sugar in the structure of the RNA pentose sugar, so it is same like that. It is having only one difference. What is that difference? There is no difference in the carbon structure. This red color number indicates the carbon 1 2 3 4 5, same like in the RNA. Thereafter about the hydrogen atom, hydrogen also same, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So hydrogen atom are also same, but there is a little difference in the position and in the number of oxygen atom. And what is that difference? Let's compare the difference. This is oxygen number 1 present at first number carbon, and the oxygen of this second number carbon which is present here in the RNA, it is having no oxygen. So no oxygen is bonded to this carbon atom. So it means at the second number carbon in this DNA sugar, this oxygen is lacking, this oxygen is not present there. So because of this lacking of this oxygen atom on the second number carbon, there is formula C5H10O4, and rest of the oxygen are same like the oxygen of ribose sugar. So these are the two types of the sugar, pentose sugar and the pentose sugar, that is ribose. If formula is C5H10O5, which is present only in the RNA, and deoxyribose means one oxygen less in the ribose, that is present in the DNA. So this is the pentose sugar of the nucleic acid. And out of that three parts of the nucleotide, this is pentose sugar, that is part number 1. So as I told you, there are three parts in the nucleic acid, that is number 1 sugar. I have explained about the sugar of both RNA and DNA. Number 2 nitrogenous base, and number 3 phosphoric acid. Now we'll see the next part. Next part is the presence of nitrogenous bases. So dear students, nitrogenous bases, what are the nitrogenous bases? There are 5 nitrogenous bases present in the nucleic acid in the both DNA and RNA, and I'll explain all that nitrogenous bases one by one. So dear students, nucleotide, as I repeat one more time, nucleotide is the combination of the three part, that is pentose sugar, nitrogenous base and phosphoric acid. So nitrogenous bases are of two type. Number one is called purine. And number 2 is called pyrimidine. So these are the two types of the nitrogenous bases. Type number 1 is purine, type number 2 is pyrimidine. Why it is called purine? Because it is having double ring structure. You can see here there are two rings in this structure. These are the two types of the purine nitrogenous type. So as it is having double ring structure, that's why it is called purine. And this is called pyrimidine, as it is having single ring structure. These are three types of the pyrimidine, you can see here, and all these are having only one structure, one ring in the structure. So purine means double ring nucleic acid nitrogenous base, and pyrimidine means single ring nitrogenous base. So first I'll explain purine. What is purine? Dear students, first I'll explain there are two types of purine, or there are two example of the purine. One is guanine or guanine, and the another one is adenine. Guanine is indicated by capital G, and adenine is indicated by capital A letter. So what are the two types of the purine? Guanine and adenine. These are the two purine of the DNA and RNA. So guanine, which is indicated by capital G, it is present in the DNA as well as in the RNA. Adenine, it is again present in the DNA as well as in the RNA. It means purine, that is guanine, and adenine, these are the two types of the purine, and these are same in the DNA and RNA. Now we'll see about the pyrimidine. The pyrimidine, there are three types of the pyrimidine. First one is called cytosine, second one is called thymine, third one is called uracil. Cytosine is indicated by capital C, thymine is indicated by capital T, and uracil is indicated by capital U. But there is a difference. Cytosine is present in both DNA and RNA, but thymine is present only in DNA, while uracil is present only in RNA. It means uracil is absent in the DNA and thymine is absent in the RNA. So you have to remember this. The purine of the DNA and RNA, that is guanine and adenine, are same, and pyrimidine of the DNA and RNA are having their a little bit change. And what are that difference in the pyrimidine? So the difference lies here. In the DNA, pyrimidine cytosine is present and pyrimidine thymine is present. So it means the purine of the DNA is guanine, adenine, cytosine and thymine. These four nitrogenous bases, out of which two are purine, that is Ga or Ag, and pyrimidine, that is Ct or Tc. These are the nitrogenous bases of DNA. But what are the nitrogenous bases of RNA? The nitrogenous bases of RNA are G means guanine, A means adenine, C means cytosine, and uracil means indicated by U. So these are the four uh, nitrogenous bases of RNA. Thymine is absent in the RNA and uracil is absent in the DNA. So likewise we have seen here the second number part of the nucleotide, which are the monomers of nucleic acid, DNA and RNA. So that second number part is nitrogenous bases. So on the basis of presence of this any one nitrogenous base on the nucleotide, there are four type of the nucleotide. In that structure of nucleotide, if only guanine is present in the combination, means guanine plus one of the pentose sugar plus one phosphoric group, so that nucleotide is called guanine nucleotide. There are four types of the nucleotide on the basis of presence of this nitrogenous base. If guanine is present in that nucleotide, so that nucleotide will be called guanine nucleotide. If adenine is present, it is called adenine nucleotide. If cytosine is present, it is called cytosine nucleotide. If thymine is present, it is called thymine nucleotide or nucleoside. And if uracil is present, it is called uracil nucleotide. Out of these five, any one nitrogenous base will be attached on that nucleotide structure. That's why it is of four type. Dear students, now we'll go for the next slide, and next slide is again the revision of the nitrogenous bases. So as I told you, there are four different nitrogenous bases, actually five different nitrogenous bases, but in the DNA there are four nitrogenous bases. What are that four nitrogenous bases? Adenine, indicated by A, then guanine, indicated by this G, then thymine, indicated by T, and then cytosine, indicated by C. So these are the nitrogenous bases of DNA. What will be the nitrogenous bases of RNA? Guanine, adenine, cytosine, and thymine is absent. So instead of thymine, what will be there? Uracil will be there. So this is about the nitrogenous bases. So likewise, this is the structure of the nucleotide, dear students, as I told you. So what is there? Here you can see one of the nucleotide, and what is there in this structure? You can see here, this is one of the nucleotide, nitrogenous base, one of the nitrogenous base. This is pentose sugar. If RNA's nucleotide is this, so this oxygen will be present. If it is the DNA nucleotide, so this oxygen will be absent, and this is one of the part of the nucleotide that is called phosphoric acid or phosphate group. This phosphate group, it is having the formula H3PO4. H3PO4 means there is one phosphorus or one phosphorus, 3 hydrogen and 4 oxygen atoms. So you can see one phosphorus at the center and 4 oxygen, and to this 3 oxygen which is linked with this single bond, there is H, and H. So this is the structure of the phosphate group. So uh, this is about the nucleic acid, and this phosphate group is linked with this structure by the phosphodiester bond, as you can see here, this bond. So this link this phosphate group with this sugar, and that is called ester bond or phosphodiester bond. So dear students, this is about nucleic acid. I hope you have learnt about this nucleic acid and you will have no confusion in your mind. Dear students, as I told you, nucleic acid or nucleic acid, it is made up of nucleotide, and it is the compound formed by the combination of a nucleoside and the phosphate group. Here I am introducing one more term, nucleoside, not nucleotide. What is nucleotide? Nucleotide is the combination of nitrogenous base, one of the nitrogenous base, pentose sugar and the phosphate group. But nucleoside is the compound formed by the combination of only two out of that three. What is that two? One is pentose sugar, another one is nitrogenous base. Means nitrogenous base or pentose sugar, these two structure combination is called nucleoside. Nucleoside means no phosphate group is there, and if you add phosphate group in this nucleoside, so it will become nucleotide. So it indicates that nucleoside is made up of nitrogenous base and pentose sugar, and if you add phosphate into nucleoside, it will be nucleotide, means nitrogenous base, pentose sugar and phosphate group. So dear students, nucleotide is the building block of the nucleic acid, and nucleotide have these three characteristic component as I told you. So this is about the nucleotide and nucleoside and nucleic acids. And dear students, I hope you have learnt about it. In this lecture I have explained you about the nucleic acid, which is the building block of our body, and it is present inside the nucleus. It stores the genetic information, and for the cell growth it is having the information, and it is present on the chromosome. And this nucleic acid is made up of nucleotide, as I told you, it is the combination of three structure, that is called nitrogenous base, pentose sugar and phosphate group. Dear student, nucleoside means the nitrogenous base and pentose sugar only. So this is about this lecture. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. Dear student, in the next lecture I'll explain you about the Watson and Crick model. So please do subscribe my channel, like my video, share and comment for your queries, and please do press the bell icon so that you will receive my instant notification for my new video when I'll upload it. And dear students, please do share and subscribe my channel so that I'll be motivated by you, and it will be boosting me. So thank you very much for watching me. Stay happy, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you very much.